Good morning, everybody. My name is Conor McGilligan. This is One Leeds, and this is the Rumour Wrap. This is the show where we go through all of your Leeds United news, everything in as much detail as we can in a short package. Let us know in the comment section below how you're doing today on the rumours. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below as well. The engagement and interaction on the channel is always absolutely Premier League. Let's get into it. So we're going to start on this guy, everybody. Brendan Aaronson. Looks like he had an interesting international break. Benched against Ecuador for Pochettino's men in a 1-1 draw, but came on last night for the US men's national team. Now, the USA were able to turn it round against the Socceroos, who managed to get that earlier win against Canada. What a win that was on Canadian soil. Jesse Marsh's side defeated by the Socceroos, but it was overturned last night. The Socceroos went 1-0 up. USA turned it around 2-1. Brendan Aaronson came on in the 72nd minute and had a really good cameo. Started out wide, then went centrally. A lovely little ball to Luna for one of the chances. Aaronson came on, got a good review from goal, 7 out of 10. Another US media outlet said that he is suited to this Pochettino system. But the interesting thing is, when you were reading this article, it said that he's suited to this system with limited minutes. And it does make you think, if he was to play for Leeds United with limited minutes and with that chaos factor that we thought Brendan Aaronson was going to be when we came to the Premier League, is he going to embed that chaos factor for Leeds United when we need it? That could be a prized asset for the Whites if, let's say, a Dan James or a Willian Yonto is to start. That's kind of what I would prefer as well going into the Burnley game. I think there has to be some real quality and detail on the ball, but potentially at some stage, Aaronson comes on and just adds to that chaos factor. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Laji Ramazani, according to Mundo Deportivo and Desmark, is going to be out for around about a month, maybe even 5 weeks. He's got a quadricep injury as well, reported by AS. He's had 85 minutes in 5 matches for Carlos Corberan's Valencia side, and it is a massive blow. We want Laji Ramazani to be going out there and lighting up La Liga to the level of which we think is relative in terms of, you know, he's not going to go out there and get 15 assists and 15 goals, but if he can add to his value, that would be great for Leeds United. And if he came back to Leeds United with that form, that would be a key asset to me, and many other Leeds fans didn't want him to go out there, but he is working at La Liga level. He's working at the second best league in the world, so minutes are going to be a little bit sparse in my opinion. I think that will happen, especially for a Corberan side, which takes a while to adapt to when you look at his tactical imprint / plans for every single game. So Ramazani will be needed, but then he won't be needed. But it looks like, according to Wednesday's edition of Mundo Deportivo, the setback in training will keep him out of action for around about a month to 5 weeks, and he's set to return back for the clash against Levante after November's international break. So not great, not ideal with this injury. We need Ramazani to be playing as many minutes as possible, people. But what do you think on this one? It's not ideal for Leeds, is it? Tanaka has failed to start any of Leeds' last 5 games, and evidently there is a worry maybe from Daniel Farke's side and maybe the camp at Leeds United that there is a maybe slight issue with Tanaka's physicality. Japan had an unbelievable international break as well. They were 2-0 down against Brazil and ended up beating them 3-2. What an iconic win for the Japanese stars over there. Tanaka did come on and was part of that 3-2 win, and afterwards he was talking about his frustration this season at Leeds. He said, of course, the most important thing is that I'm disappointed that I'm not playing in these games, but he also revealed that he hasn't lost confidence, saying that's the way the Premier League is. Great attitude, has been dropped essentially for the 3 that we've got right now, but knows he has the ability to get back in there and has that mentality as well, the strong mentality, which hopefully is an elite level one. He said, any team I look at, I feel even players on the bench or not playing of overwhelming quality. And he's bang on, absolutely bang on when he said only 7 games gone, but I still have a lot of issues to work on, but I also have a feeling that I can do it, which is great news for Tanaka because we all know he can do it. We all know how good he is. He posted a message as well on the national team. He said, good game, reflection and growth. I'll do my best in England again. So it feels like Tanaka is saying consistently that he's trying his absolute hardest, and hopefully at some stage his hardest is going to be good enough. What do you guys think? Should it be this weekend? Al Foster has been omitted from the South African national side over the international break, which is good news for Leeds United. Going through his minutes this season, he's played 74, 86, 90, 86, 86, 80, 69. So when you compile that together, everybody, not only that, but he got an assist against Nottingham Forest in their 1-1 draw at home. He scored against Manchester United, and also he had a goal unfairly ruled out against Sunderland, in my opinion anyway. So he's had a really decent start to the season. isn't Lyle Foster. So him being out of the selection pool potentially for Scott Parker, it looks like that's going to be this weekend against Leeds United, means that he has sort of slim options in that attacking line. Zian Fleming, who's not really got going at all this season. You've then got Armando Broja, who hasn't really got going again. And then obviously Burnley are kind of relying then on Jaden Anthony. So for me, this means that Daniel Farke, especially without, another attacking presence being there for Burnley, can he go a little bit more gung-ho? Can he go a little bit more aggressive and not be worried about what's behind him? I think Lyle Foster's had a decent start to the season for Burnley. And of course, you have to be tactically aware. You have to know that there's a threat with Jaden Anthony, with Zian Fleming, with Broja, with Marcus Edwards, etc., who is going to potentially be off the other side as well. There is threats there. But not having Lyle Foster in proceedings, who's had a big portion of this sort of campaign for Burnley so far, and it's been a big goal threat, I think it's really important for Leeds, and it's definitely something that the analysts will be looking at tactically when it comes to Leeds going into this weekend. So everybody, there's a selection issue in a sense with maybe Farke going into this weekend, and it is around Jack Harrison as well. You'll see him on the thumbnail. Willian Yonso is coming back into proceedings, but will he be 100% fit? We don't know yet. We don't even know that he's going to be back for this game. We suspect that him and Perry are going to be available for this game. I think Perry slots back in. I think it's very easy for Farke to do that at Burnley away. Darlow then comes out. If Darlow does stay in, I don't think Darlow will come out, to be honest with you. But if we are to have a quick look at Jack Harrison, we know for Everton that he played on that right-hand side as well. Brendan Aaronson, the travel back is going to put him right on the cusp in terms of fatigue. So does Jack Harrison get his first start? Daniel Farke has spoken about this before. Harrison's got a decent record as well against Burnley. Is Daniel Farke going to go into it with a workman-like approach as well, which we've seen before? Me and Brownie were speaking last night, and it feels like there might be an idea for Daniel Farke to go here and try draw the game and beat West Ham at home. Is that too much of a risk? We all know that 4 points in the next 6 really is the bare minimum that Leeds need with the fixtures coming up. So there's a lot of conversation to be had here, but is there a genuine opportunity that Jack Harrison has for this game against Burnley? I think it just wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me, because maybe Willian Yonso's not at the peak when it comes to fitness, and we know that Daniel Farke has some serious trust there in Jack Harrison as well. Dan James isn't available for this one, so it genuinely could be Jack Harrison starting against Burnley. What do you guys think about that in the comment section below? And guys, a little bit of left field news as well. It looks like around about an hour ago, there's been an interview with Adam Underwood, which has been revealed by Simon Stone on the BBC. Really interesting stuff, and I'm just going to give you guys some key points from the interview with Adam Underwood. He said that there is a Leeds versus Brentford, perception versus reality. He sat down with Brentford's Lee Dykes, who is obviously, they were at a press conference, and Lee Dykes has done a fantastic job at Brentford, unbelievable in actual fact when it comes to the recruitment, the data analysis, the Moneyball approach that they have. They said that Leeds dwarf Brentford in terms of size. That is what Underwood was saying. But in reality, Brentford are ahead in terms of elite data use and smart recruitment. Goal this season is to break the trend, says Underwood, of promoted clubs being relegated immediately. He said there is a learning from successful clubs. Underwood has highlighted Brentford and Brighton as models. Their success comes from data, recruitment, and strong football operations. He said there's a massive challenge ahead for newly promoted teams. Leeds' survival is a key measure of the success this year. And he said that Daniel Farke will be judged on keeping the club in the Premier League. The last 6 promoted teams over 2 seasons have gone straight back down. Underwood has also highlighted his role. He said that he started at Leeds in obviously 2014 as academy manager, now sporting director, supports Farke, but also long-term strategy, represents 49ers vision for the club. Apparently, there's 2 missions running parallel. Short-term, competitive success, recruitment, winning games now. Long-term, build infrastructure, develop the club, create conditions for sustained success. And Leeds' ambition is to become a sustainable, established Premier League club, push for the top half of the table. Wow. Realise the club's full potential, and there's a big picture mindset. Hoping immediate work pays off, but the real success, staying on track with long-term vision. The sporting director must balance both worlds, results and future. And one question I wanted to leave you guys with this morning is Tanaka Sean Longstaff, Ampadu, your midfield three. Let me know in the comment section below. Guys, we are going to be back a little bit later on this evening. It's not going to be a live stream, but it's going to be a record. Make sure you're checking it out. I think you guys will enjoy this one. It's a little bit of a collaboration between two of your favorite Leeds United YouTubers. So make sure you're checking that out, everybody. That should be out around about 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. Thank you so much for all of your support. Check out the second channel as well if you want some bonus bits. My name is Conor McGilligan. This is One Leeds. This is the Rumour Wrap. Stay locked in. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in a bit.